Well, dear members of the jury, honorable chairperson, my hot timekeeper, charming members of government, and members of the opposition, good evening. Well, I'm sure that you're already convinced by what my colleagues just said, but please let me add something. There is one really important point, which is that you cannot use both the carrot and the stick in order to convince people. You cannot find a balance, because I think this will be one of your arguments. You cannot find a balance between the stick and the carrot.
Yeah.
The carrot is actually the only solution. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Will. Come on, give it.
Hello, Will.
Will is my best friend, and he's from Syria. Will is from Syria, so you can imagine what he's been through when he was in Syria, and Will is now here today in order to tell us about what he lived, about his life in Syria. But unfortunately, he's too shocked to talk, so I'm going to tell you his story. So please, Will, stop me if you think I'm wrong. Well, yes, sure.
If he can't talk, how can he say to you his story?
He can talk to me, actually. I just have to... Well, so... you probably know that a few days ago, President of Syria, Bashar al-Assad... Ready, please?
Bashar al-Assad.
So, the president promised a lot of reforms to people living in Syria. But, on the other hand, he sent tanks into the city and he killed a lot of people. So here, we can say that al-Assad used both the carrot and the stick. But do you really think it's been efficient? Do you really think when people come back home they will stop raising up against the government? Do you think it's efficient? Well, we just have to ask Will, because Will, unfortunately, has been through... Well, come on. Will lost his whole family because of the tanks. So, come on, ask him if he's been convinced by what al-Assad said. Ask him if he now wants to stop rising up against the government. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, would be, wait for it, no!
Wait for it.
Come on, just look at this poor guy, look him straight into the eyes and tell him that al-Assad was right to use both the carrot and the stick. It is impossible. Not there. I swear. Well now, at this moment, if you're crazy enough not to believe me, let me just add something. Dear audience, I just beg you to read Sophocles' Antigone. Because Sophocles was aware of the fact, and he was about 25 centuries ago. Sophocles was aware of the fact that you cannot use both the carrot and the stick to convince people.